And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm live from Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're about to join with our friends over on Amazon as well as on IG. So you guys give us a second. We're now live with Instagram, and we're going live right now with Amazon. And again, we appreciate all of you being with us here for Cyrus Webb Presents, a very special episode of our broadcast, joining you guys from Fayetteville, North Carolina. You might as well get used to it. We have a lot of programming coming from Fayetteville. It's my first time here, so I want to make the most of the next 48 hours. I'm excited about this first group that I'm speaking with today. You can tell by their cheerful faces, they were very excited about being with us. I'm excited to welcome Suzetta Perkins on the end there. We have also Al Short. And we have Tracey, Wallace. I deserve a lot of credit because I literally just found out their last names just a few minutes ago. But we're talking about the Chosen Pen Literary Awards that's taking place this weekend here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, as well as the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards as well, which Ms. Suzetta Perkins is one of the nominees as well. First of all, thanks to all of you for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Well, Tracey, I appreciate you being a good sport. We literally just met, and they just told you, go in there with that strange man. It'll be okay. Look, and you did it. So, Tracey, let me begin with you. I just done a little bit about you. We just had a nice little meeting greet before we started our interviews here. What has it been like for you to be around other creatives and to be able to share the space with those that love what they do as much as you love what you do?
Well, it's been an amazing experience. In the beginning, when you didn't think anyone wanted to hear your voice, and you meeting all these ladies and men who encourage you and who will just mentor you, so you can get your voice out there, get your words out on paper, so someone else can be either blessed or helped or healed or whatever the story may do. Find love. So I love that. It's a really good, it's tight knit group who welcomes everyone in, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. Al, what about for yourself? What has it been like for you to be around other creatives? I know you're also married to one. What has it been like for you to be outside of the marriage, to be with other creatives that love what they do and are passionate about what they do as well as you are?
Well, like you say, my wife is a part of Chosen Pen and doing a lot of the business. So, I'm retired, so I'm at home most days with her. So I hear the business all the time, the creative that they're trying to do. Myself, I don't write novels, so to say. I'm more of an inspirational writer. So I really gain a lot of inspiration from seeing my wife, how she operates with grace with people in different areas of the book business. She's learning a lot, and she's also using her gifts and talents.
Right, exactly. Suzetta, I mean, you are out of the group of us. You're kind of the OG of the group when it comes to the literary space.
Right.
And I'm so honored to meet you for the first time here. You know, we've had interviews for the radio show, and then recently we had you on Amazon Live. What has it been like for you in your career to not only be able to bring joy to readers, but to surround yourself with other creatives to be able to do that too?
One word, energizing. I just love it. I love it. Like I said or shared with some folks earlier, writing is my passion. And having written 18 novels myself and one children's book, when I see others who are honing their craft. Because I came into Chosen Pen, I've been with Chosen Pen almost 10 years. I came in as a mentor for other ladies who have always aspired to write, but had not written anything or had never published. I'll put it like that. I wouldn't say they hadn't written anything, but had not published. And I just loved it because I thought it was just a one weekend event for me. But being with those ladies, going to Barnes and Noble week after week, spending hours, and of course they had to buy me a drink, But I was rewarded. It was rewarding, and I really just couldn't stop, and I just love it. Just the emotions that came out when they became published authors, So it has been energizing, has been wonderful, and I also do through my church. I have a life group called Literary Inc. So I do that as well. I do it on a lot of platforms, but I love it, because I'm not a selfish person, and I love giving back. I love seeing others accomplish their dreams as well.
Yeah, and I can attest to that from knowing you. Ellen Sutters is joining us over on YouTube. Hello to you, Ellen. She says, yes, two of my favorite authors together. I appreciate that. We wish you were here with us, Ellen, for sure. You still have time. Maybe it's tomorrow. So I want to go to you, Al, with this next question, because what Chosen Pen is doing this weekend is so important. With not only the literary awards, being able to allow Tina, one of the nominees, is actually joining us over on Facebook. Good to be able to see you, Tina. But to bring people like Tina Siemens from Seminole, Texas, people from different parts here. What has it been like for you to see what Chosen Pen is doing, not only to encourage authors, but also to spread the word about books by authors?
Well, I think it's very important that we don't lose that the art of reading and writing. And Chosen Pen is, you look at it, and I heard someone speaking tonight, and we looked at from a chronological age-wise, you say old school into how we think, but you have to read, be able to read to write.
Yeah.
And we live in a society today where that's seem to be failing in our school system. So young people may not be interested in reading because everything is snapshots.
Yeah.
And it's nothing wrong with that. That's technology and the progress of it. But to be able to come, as I said, as a collective of people that's interested in sharing their ideas and visions and creativity in different genres of writing. And like myself, I'm not one that would probably write a novel, though my wife is on me to write books, because I'm an inspirational, motivational guy.
Yeah.
And I also know that because people don't like to read, then they want a snapshot of something. My devotionals came into play because I write positive messages. And I had so many written that my wife and Dr. Norma McLaughlin said, he need to do a book or two. And with COVID coming in, we're at home, and I had a knee injury, so I'm at the house. I won't say doing nothing, but my wife started working with me to collect some of the writings and publish them into a book.
Right.
And then came a second one, and there are many more because I'm writing. I release a writing every Sunday. I will try to consistently, called Today's Short Story.
Oh.
And it will become a collective of my devotionals as I continue to write and do that. But it's just, I thank God that He gives me a positive perspective about life. And I'm about seeing people, regardless of our challenges and trials, that if we're here on earth today, we have purpose, and let's find that light in the darkness and let it, whether it's a bright light or a dim light, shine it.
Yeah, love that. Tracey, what about for yourself? What has it been like for you to see? I mean, what Chosen Pen is doing here is so important, to being able not only to spotlight authors the way they are, but also to encourage readers to let them know about some of these authors.
Oh, wow. Well, I can start off with, we're so passionate about what Chosen Pen, I'm part of that Chosen Pen as well. We love getting it out to our children. Literacy is very important to us. We have on campus, we have our own academy from pre-K2 all the way to 12th grade. We go to ship books to Africa. We're going to Africa. We're helping them with their curriculum so that help kids be able to get the books that they need in their hands and become stronger readers. And there was a lot of students that we met in Africa that wanted to write. So being a part of something like this is, it's more than amazing. And to just put a little spark in these kids that only know technology or only know what they're being told at school, not outside of the home, outside of school. They need to learn from home, because if they're learning things from TV, that's not what they want to do. Then we have in the political realm, they're taking the books from the school. So we have to be advocates for our kids growing up. We have to make sure that they're reading and writing so they can be able to stand up for what's right and for what's wrong. and I'm not going to talk about anything political
Well,
anymore because I don't like that.
Yeah.
Our kids need to know our history. They need to know what's going on, and it's being taken away.
Veronica Brooks says on Facebook, well said, Tracey. And what Ellen says is so important too. Ellen Sutter says, yes, very important. Everything we do in life requires reading, which is so important.
Yes.
So I want to personalize this for a second, going back around, starting with you, Tracey, because I think the other thing that happens here is that people will look at what Chosen Pen is doing here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which I'm so proud to be a part of this weekend, and say, wow, we need something like that. What advice would you give to others who see a need in their area to be able to be the Chosen Pen in their area?
Just do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you from, you can start at home with your friends, your kids' friends, with your church. That's a big one. Just starting small groups, going out to the community, having events once a month, just going out to areas that may be less fortunate and speak to the kids on that level. Start with the parents, maybe start literacy programs, go to the library. I mean, there's so many things that they could do just to help these kids learn to read and help the parents that don't know how to read to learn how to read.
Love that. What about for yourself, Al? What advice do you give to people out there who may see a need in their own area and want to be able to emulate what they see happening with Chosen Pen here?
I will kind of just reiterate some of the things Miss Tracey said, is that just take action. Your effort does make a difference. Yeah. And the mantra, each one teach one, but we learn from each other. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I say it takes a village to raise a village. So if we're going to be community, and wherever someone has a weak spot and you have the strength, then help them. Because like she said, a lot of times in our communities, the young people, they're having issues in school with basic literacy, and their parents may not have had a very much education to do anything to help them. So we have to help the family. In order to help the child, the parent has to be involved.
Right.
So let's be family for real, not just for show, and take the time with the family, one family, and see if you can minister into their life. Because when you're illiterate or functionally illiterate, then you're held captive.
Yeah, such an important thing. Suzetta, I want to go back to something you said in the beginning of the conversation about not being selfish. One thing I can also say about Suzetta is she pours into a lot of people. You're very active with that. What advice would you give to others who may also see a need, that want to say, you know what, I want to do my part?
Well, actually, Tracey and Al here, they took all the words that I was going to say out of my mouth.
Words. You got 18 novels. You got some words.
Oh my God. Shame. Yes. Actually, just do it. I'm gonna repeat that again. Just do it. And we can say a lot of things. We can talk a big game, but if you're not doing it, if you believe in it and you see a need and you don't do anything about it, shame on you. And if you do it, be active and be involved. Don't let it be a one-hit wonder, Like I had mentioned earlier, that I had gotten in this only because it was another referral by Jackie Thomas for me to do this. But once I got here to Chosen Pen, and that was just 1 week, then it was the next week, even though I would say Tracey's Shrimp and Grits really brought me back. I'm a comedian too. But you have to be active. You have to be active and truly involved if you believe that, that there's a need and that you can do something about it. You got to be active and involved and continue the fight, because as they said, there's a lot of illiteracy, in the bill and everywhere, and we just have to be better advocates of those things.
Love that. Great. I love that. Great conversation with the three of you. Really appreciate you trusting this country boy from Mississippi with your time. We all just met today, by the way.
Yeah. It's been wonderful.
Well, but still, I really appreciate you. And again, everyone, I'm in town. Probably you guys joining us on the Amazon side. I appreciate you guys being over there. But I'm in town, of course, here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, for Chosen Pen's literary awards that are taking place, as well as their gala. I'm excited about being the MC of that. But also, they're going to be having their Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award also this weekend. So look for more videos, look for more conversations, more pictures. Also, make sure you guys share in the fun as well, using the hashtag Chosen Pen as well, so we can make sure that we're able to see your work too. Appreciate the three of you again. Tracey, let our audience know, how can they stay connected with you?
You can connect with me on Instagram, Always Sunshine1, or on Facebook, Tracey Wallace. Thank you.
All right. Al, what about you? How can I stay connected with you?
You can connect with me at Linktree, which is linktr.ee/Coach Short. And I do life coaching as well and working with young people.
Awesome. And Suzetta, how can I stay connected with you?
You can connect with me on my website, SuzettaPerkins.com, on Facebook at Suzetta Perkins, or Suzetta Perkins fan page, and IG Suzetta Perkins.
All right. Love it. I want to get this last comment. Veronica says, you all are amazing. Just do it. Be active. Be involved. Love that. Appreciate you watching. Veronica, appreciate you guys joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, Instagram, as well as on Amazon. We have a link that will you guys can be able to connect with our guests we're having here. Thanks to the three of you for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
We
for having
appreciate
us.
it.
And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.